know, if you're fishing jigs anywhere in Canada, Minnesota, the Dakotas, and you're fishing with minnows, the Fireball is the jig of choice, and there's a couple reasons for that. Its design, obviously a winner, proven, been around a long time, probably the #1 walleye jig of all times when it comes down to it in terms of total sales over the years, and there's a lot of design advantages. We'll talk about that. And right now I'm doing a little bit of vertical jigging. We're gonna see if we can get some of these fish to go. That's awesome. Did you see that little hesitation I had on the hook set? That's really a big part of what we got going on right now. This feels like just a touch better. Oh yeah, nice walleye. What we're doing is we're fishing jigs and salted shiners. And these new Fireballs in the UV color have been great to us because they're super visible. The fish see them super well. And most fish are eating them pretty nice. You see right where that one's hooked. Obviously that fish wasn't going anywhere. But some of these fish are hesitating just a touch. They'll put the bait in their mouths. They'll suck on that bait. And if you go to set the hook, the whole thing's over, right? Your salted minnow falls off. You lose the fish. You're frustrated, right? So you need to have a plan enacted. Be ready for two kinds of bites. When they absolutely smack it, be ready to drill them right away. They've already got that bait in the back of their mouth. When they're just sucking on that minnow a little bit, don't pull it away from them. Don't rip that salty out of their face. Let them munch on it a little bit, hesitate a touch, then start with a slow lift. If your rod tip bends, you feel the fish, give it to them then. That's gonna ensure you have much better hookups. Put more fish like this one topside. I'm doing something really specific too. Rather than jigging the bait off of the bottom, I'm actually jigging the bait down to the bottom. I'm really trying to take advantage of that design, of that jig, to go down there and knock some stuff around. The sound of that jig banging and bouncing off the bottom ever so slightly is really important. And then what I do is I attract them, then I hold it just a touch off the bottom like this. And that's when you get your strikes. Here we go. What a great eater. Oh, this one's actually a sauger. And we'll throw them back. As I was saying, you know, these minnows don't always stay on the hook really well, so a really great part of the design is because of that shank, and it's just a touch shorter, when I thread it on, I'm actually pushing right through the back part of their head and vertebra, and that really helps them stay glued on a lot better. Long shanks are great for larger minnows, but for smaller minnows like we're fishing right now, makes all the difference in the world to have a slightly shorter shank on that hook. Down a few seconds, that's the kind of action we're looking for. Oh, this fish feels a little bit nicer. What do we got here? Ooh, girl. I'm gonna maybe net you. Oh yeah, look at that. Just a beautiful fish. Chomped it. That's what we're looking for. Man, look at you. Just a chunky walleye. Like I was saying, there's a couple design advantages to this jig that I really like. The short shank is great for minnows because I can actually push that through the head of the minnow, the hard part, up near the vertebrae, the top of the head. That's important because if we're fishing in deeper water like we are right now, if you don't have a good hook through the body of that minnow can fall off, and hey, you're dragging around bait, not catching any fish. That's not what we want to do. Let's get this fish back. All right, just a healthy, chunky fish. Big girl. Oh yeah. Oh, that is awesome. Look at that fish. Look at that fish. Big girl. Oh, I'll get you out of the net here. Oh yeah. Look at that. That's it. That's what we're after. Just a gorgeous, gorgeous walleye. You know, I don't know what it is about fishing jigs, but when you're able to drop down, feel, you know, positive bottom content, drop down and put a hook into a fish like this, it's super gratifying. And tell you what, I've been really pleased with these jigs. Again, it's the Northland UV Fire-Ball. It's going to be available out in stores everywhere spring 2019. These UV colors on stained bodies of water, absolutely dynamite. Try them the next time you get out and do some walleye fishing to catch some fish like this of your own.
Hey, if you like these videos, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. There we go. Now that's what I'm talking about, baby. Big old walleyes.
Look at that right there.